Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. So guys, there is this trend on TikTok that a lady actually left her boyfriend on stage, then eventually she made an artist. She was like dancing all sort of exotic dance with this boyfriend, and this actually got with this artist instead, but this actually got a lot of people reacting to it. So many guys have their own take, and a lot of people, guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. All right, lovely, let's get into it.
Here's my take on this whole Omale situation. If you're not familiar with this, old girl that's up there getting bent over by the singer. The singer's Omale. The girl he pointed to in the crowd had a man that was right there with her. She snatched away from her man, ran on stage. She was already fanned out from a video that I seen. She was trying to like jump over the guardrail to get to him. So that's 2 red flags right there. Don't be like Risa Tisa and ignore red flags and do a 50-part 10-minute video series on it. She did you a favor. Remember that. Secondly, I'm also hearing that because she couldn't see what was going on, all you could see was the silhouette, she even kissed the dude. Diabolical. And lastly, I'm only speaking for myself at my big age. If any disrespect is brought towards me or any interruption into my peace, I'm gone. I don't know why you sat there and watched your girl go up stage and do all that. And you sat there while everybody was filming you, laughing at you. I would have dipped right then and there. Find your own way back home. That's just me. And to all the women that's saying that that's the price of dating a fine woman, I don't want one then. I want a woman with some decorum about them. So, to each his own. Good luck, young man. I'll see you in the gym.
Be a lesson to every guy out there. If your girl is the type to fan out about any artist, about any famous person, leave her immediately. So by now, everyone's probably seen that clip of that guy losing his girl of 7 years because she decided to get up there on stage and just go crazy on Omale, who he's a good artist, but look, his girl, the signs were probably there for a long time now. Like, I guarantee you, he should have seen this coming from a mile away. If they were together for 7 years, that means multiple times during those 7 years, she told him about artists she found attractive, athletes she found attractive, and he probably just started listening to her and was like, nah, it's all good. She's never gonna be in contact with those people. She would never actually cheat on me. She would never actually disrespect me. That led to her disrespecting this man who probably paid $1,000 for those front row tickets in front of the whole arena. Everyone was recording him like it was a Key and Peele skit. Everyone was looking at him. Everyone on social media is clowning that poor man, but I hope he stays strong. But let this be a sign to every guy out there. Leave her right now if she fans out about famous people.
You guys know that they have found this girl's TikTok page, and there are now random men coming out of the woodworks to shame her. Men who go to the strip clubs and they have partners, they do not catch this type of fire. Unless the man has literally destroyed people's lives, he's not going to catch this type of fire. So I really want y'all to think long and hard about why this woman is getting this type of response, whether or not it's proportional to what she actually did.
That woman got on stage and cheated on her man in front of a live studio audience. You're talking about, is it proportional? Was it really that deep? Since when has the internet cared about having a proportional reaction to anything?
But can we be serious for a second? She said that a man would have to destroy someone's life in order to get that kind of heat. That is absolutely false. If I mildly inconvenience someone of a particular gender, I get called every slur in the book. Am I remembering correctly, or didn't Lil Uzi get physically abused by his girl because he said something about Ice Spice, and y'all are on here saying, ooh, she's better than me, I would have done way worse. So I want you to think long and hard about where this little think piece was when I said Shorty was high effort attractive. You're Jordan Poole, and I'm the basket the way you can miss me with that. All right, what y'all don't understand on this app is these chronically online individuals. I'm not saying this creator is chronically online, by the way. I'm talking about the general narrative. naturally just have a problem with the opposite gender. Like, that's just how it is on both sides, okay? However, they care so much about what the opposite gender thinks. Also, some of y'all have ridiculously low empathy for the opposite gender, and it really shows. A prime example is the Adam 22 situation. You know, Adam 22 has gotten on camera and slept with hundreds of women in front of his wife. His wife slept with 2 men. And dudes are like, oh man, this guy, like, what? Like, oh. Whenever they heard about him smashing whatever corn artist was on their podcast that week, no one was ever like, oh man, his poor wife. In a situation like this, you might be like, oh, that's messed up. But then deep down, there's a level where you're like, but she's doing it to a man though. However, if the roles were reversed, you'd be like, oh my gosh, how could he do that to a woman? I'm also a woman. This means it could happen to me. I'm scared. I don't like this. I'm gonna be mad at this guy. What's crazy is a lot of you will bash the opposite gender for something and then completely ignore the fact that they're being bashed for that thing just so you can advance this weird, incorrect narrative that anytime there's a visceral reaction to something that, oh my gosh, if the roles were reversed, no one would ever be mad. Yes, they would, because you would. You're one of the people who would be mad. 99% of this gender war stuff is complete garbage, okay? Y'all gotta understand, if men and women stop generalizing one another, stop shaming each other, stop bashing each other on the internet, not only would the internet be a much better place, but also a lot of these issues would cease to exist because a lot of them aren't even real issues. They're just internet issues. Y'all cannot stop disagreeing just for the sake of disagreeing because you're on your team sports. Oh, I'm on the man team. Oh, I'm on the woman team. BS. Okay? Me, John Cannon, Shaquille Burton, Jeff Morrow all get paid so much money because you're like this. So thanks. I appreciate it. Okay? Keep on arguing. I really do appreciate it. It changed my life. But also, you may eventually want to stand for something. Because if you don't stand for anything, eventually your legs are going to fall asleep. Then you're going to be crawling everywhere. Also, even though this kind of went a different direction, 2 put-ups to the original creator, so y'all know I'm not hating. Put up number 1. I was thinking of something, but I completely forgot it. Oh my gosh. I feel like she did really good in school. I feel like she's a very smart young lady. Put up number 2. I feel like she would think I was handsome. And to that, I say thank you. I appreciate that. You're very nice. It's sweet of you to say, I think. However, I will say about the whole gentleman's club analogy she made, a man who goes to a gentleman's club is not up there thrusting with them. She was performing, all right? She should get paid by the venue. And I also will say the Omalay young lady probably is receiving a lot of threats right now, and that's not okay at all. She shouldn't be threatened in any form or fashion. I agree that it's being blown out of proportion in that sense. However, where I drew the line was her implying that a man would have to do something extremely heinous to get that kind of heat. And it's like, me being the person who's received that kind of heat for pretty much nothing, girl, like watching that felt like a slap in the face. Like,
leave Jessie Sani alone. You guys leave her alone. What do you girls always say? Don't let a man stop you from finding your husband. The guy was with her for 7 years. And there was no ring. Oh, I can't lie, he deserved it. He deserved it. I don't business. What happened to girls supporting girls? What happened to girls supporting girls? This girl's your sister. All this hate, I can't even imagine what she's going through. Honestly, man. Hope I get some.
This video is for Jasani. Girl, come here. So let me get things straight, yeah? You and your boyfriend go to a concert. The artist performing notices you, and then you leave your boyfriend and you go to the stage. That's fine. That's cool. You didn't stay on your own, no. You danced with him. And you didn't just dance with him. You did the absolute most with that man, girl. A literal stranger. Girl, bye. And I need you guys to understand that from her trip from the crowd to the stage, this babe threw away 7 years. The 7 years that she spent with that man, she threw it all away. Then you went to dance with that man that doesn't even know you, that didn't even call you after, probably didn't call you after, doesn't even know your name, baby. And you were all up on him, he was all up on you in front of the crowd for the whole internet to see, your family members and your babe that's in the crowd. You really think you go to heaven, yeah? You're not going anywhere. You see that part of hell that Adolf Hitler is, all the slave owners were sex offenders, child rapists, murderers, killers. That is where you find yourself. Fucking witch.
Let's nip something in the bud right now, bro. I understand dating a girl that's pretty and all that come with, certain problems, but like, that don't mean man or woman, if you're attractive, you get to just do what you want. Like that's not what applies. Like, you gotta have some type of respect for not only yourself but for your partner, bro. Like that's it's just disrespectful, man. I don't understand why people don't understand this. Like, she's attractive, don't get me wrong, but like, you just can't do what you want. Nah, this ain't little Uzi Vert. We ain't playing no type of games. If that's how you move and feel, let me know so I can get up out of there. I don't even got time for all that, bro. That's too stressful to deal with. Like, you putting yourself in situations you shouldn't be putting yourself in.
If ASAP Rocky was performing a concert and he called me to the stage and I happened to be there with a partner, I would go. I would go. Why is everyone acting so self-righteous? You guys are acting like you're the best people on earth. With the right person, for the right celebrity, for your celebrity crush, you would go. And you want to know what's funny? You don't even know what's going on in their relationship. You don't even know if this girl has been waiting to break up with this boy for a minute now. You don't know if he treats her like shit. You don't know if maybe that concert, he got her those concert tickets as an apology for let's say he did something wrong. You don't know. The girl has even refused to give you guys any response because right now she doesn't care. All she cares about is that she was called on stage by a man that she obviously adores. And now she's the most viral person on the internet. You're literally making her life better. You're validating her choices. For the right celebrity, I would have been on that stage behind and in front of the curtains.
Wow.
Yes.
I love this. When I saw this video, I was like, oh my goodness, like, would she actually go this far to prove the point that she likes or she's a fan of an artist? Like, I'm not disputing the fact that what she did was wrong, but at the second note, 7 years relationship is just down the lane. And a lot of people were criticizing this lady. Most of them even came for her. Like, a lot of guys were coming for her, calling her a set of names. And, well, let us digress on this issue at hand. So this guy decided to buy a frontline ticket for a musical concert. He decided to get it for himself and his girlfriend, who they are actually in a relationship for 7 years together with. So on getting there, the girl was actually enjoying all the concert, and the artist's name, who is Omale. So he was like, trying to look for a girl to actually call on stage, and she was there, trying to like, I'm available with her man. And another thing is that when he now called her out to the stage, he actually asked her, did you come with a man or not? She said no. That's what I was seeing in the comment section. People were like, yash, that Omele actually asked this lady if she was with a man, and she went ahead to say no. So one thing led to the other. They started dancing, and the curtains were down, and they were dancing a sort of romantic dance, or like call it erotic dance. Okay, so after that, seriously, the boyfriend was just there looking at her, like shoving his head. And I so feel for this guy. When I saw this video, I wanted to put it up here, but because of the restrictions and all of that, I don't want any issue with whitey and all of that. This guy was just shoving his head, and if I was in his shoe, I would just leave that place, because the embarrassment was, oh my goodness. A lot of people were like, taking photos and videos of him while he shoved his head and he's just there. There's another video that put out. He was still there till the concert became over, and they have to leave the concert together. And now this thing got a lot of guys reacting, women reacting. Some people were calling her out, trying to cancel her because of what she did was actually wrong. And a lot of people were like, okay, this guy have been in a relationship with you for like 7 years. What makes you think that this 7 years relationship will not just go down the drain? What makes you think that after dating, the relationship, he will still wife you or something? But I am not disputing the fact that this lady, what she did was right. But come to think of it, you've been with a lady for 7 years, you've not actually maybe engaged this lady. I know that something might, be into consideration. Maybe he's not ready, maybe financially or something. Maybe they really come a long way. But now I want to ask this question: is it that because of the 7 years relationship, she has not actually disputed this she has not actually done this kind of thing before? Is this I don't know, people are just calling this guy, stalking him, going to his handle, trying to like, oh my god, you are not the real man, you're supposed to be with this guy. What if this guy know this girl for like 7 whole years? He knows the kind of person she is. He knows that okay, this is just it and that is it, and maybe that is just the way they live. And another thing is that 7 years in a relationship without being engaged, and some people were like, okay, what makes you think that he's going to wife you? But if not, because like we shouldn't use this aspect like okay, because he's not gonna wife her, she should be able to embarrass herself, like seriously. Or a lot of people are like, this is a life, she's a grown woman, she can do whatsoever she want to do with her life, because people were just coming to her, and I just decided to bring it up here for way to dialogue. If you actually think that what she did was wrong, because a lot of people were like, didn't see anything wrong with what she did, this is just entertainment purposes. And most people were like, at the fact that she was there with her man, she's not supposed to leave the sport, and she's not supposed to display a lot of things the way she displayed, and try to like she just wanted to have all manly to herself. She was so excited. And guys, my own take on this is that she couldn't have gone to such extent. We all like adults, we're meant to do whatever we so fit, but she was not supposed to go to this extent, like when they brought the table down, the way she bet, like, oh my goodness. I know that some people don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, it's a life, it might not be wrong, it might not be right, so it's her life. But the fact is that a lot of people have their own mixed reactions, or their own opinions, and I just brought it here for you guys to leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And if you feel that she is right, or the reason why she have to do this because maybe she want to tell the boyfriend that we've been together for 7 years, you need to do something, or else I'm leaving you, or something. Or if you feel that this guy should actually leave this girl, leave it in the comment section. If you feel otherwise, you should also leave it in the comment section. And don't forget that we do not support any form of bullying or harassment. We're just here for educational and entertainment informative purposes. And there are so many men that are like, you do not deserve such women, you do not deserve this kind of a girl. Like, if you're dating this kind of a girl that that is into artists and all of that, that's into famous people, you just have to leave them alone because of this kind of embarrassment. But what actually got me thinking is that this lady actually came with her boyfriend and in the front row, and this guy actually paid a huge amount of money. He paid a huge amount of money to stay in that front row, and you were there with your man. You decided to go out there to display this kind of thing that you just displayed. And when the friends was actually telling her, that girl, you went too far, like that was so far. Like, seriously, I know the excitement of meeting an artist, the excitement of, oh my god, this person that I am liking, and with all the excitement, but this actually remind me of Easy Keke Palmer saga with a boyfriend, and this just it. But I am not disputing the fact that these people, they are in a relationship together. They are not even married, right? Okay, they are not married, they are just dating, and they've been dating for 7 years. But what is stopping this guy from wifing her? I am not disputing the fact that what she did was wrong. It was totally wrong. But this young man, you could just do something. You just do something. But if you feel that you were gonna be leaving this your woman all because of this, you could just go ahead, because a lot of guys are already in your DM. Leave her alone, she's a bitch, she's that, she's blah blah blah. Maybe probably she went out of line, because I saw her post were like, she's sorry, she was too excited, and she just and there are so many ladies also coming out to defend her, that often say that most guys also go to strip clubs and try to touch ladies, and their girlfriends, they have girlfriends, but they actually go to strip clubs and touch girls, and no woman, the girl never said anything about that. So, and despite the fact that she's actually doing this in the presence of her man, maybe tells the one that, okay, she's very open and not hiding anything from him. So this just has two ways of how to explain it. And the thing I don't understand is that the thread, people going there to bash her, bully her. Please, like, anyways, lovelies, leave me your own thoughts, subscribe if you're here to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload my next video.